Alright guys, what is up? For those of you who don't know me, my name is Jared. Well, most people call me Spider, but we're gonna go with Stress 5.0 since that's what the channel is basically gonna be called. But what I'm gonna be doing today is I'm gonna be giving you a basic rundown of, I would say, owning a Mustang like a year later. So basically I'll be giving you a breakdown of, my experience in owning a Mustang a year in with 55,000 miles on the dash. So before we get started, I bought the car brand new. So the car, I bought it in Sacramento, brand new, 42 miles on it, straight off basically off the lot. So the only miles it had on it was basically just like dealer miles. Well, not even dealer miles, just like more like it drove it to the gas station or like around the block, and that's it. So I bought that. It's a base model, nothing spectacular, no premium, nothing. Bought it like that. Had it for, I'd say I broke it in. Well, I had it for, so this is where it gets interesting. So the car ran fine during test drive, so ran perfect. But I would say down, I want to say, so after I bought the car, I want to say, 1,500 miles in, the car started experiencing RPM fluctuation. So it would, whenever I was at a stop, after using the paddle shifters, when I was at a stop, it would basically, the RPMs will fluctuate. Like it'll start dropping down to 500, go up to 700, drop down to 500, so on and so forth. And sometimes it will just die on me. So I was like, that's weird for a brand new car. That's fucking weird. So took it back to the dealership and I said, hey, what's going on with this thing? It's doing this. Left it there for about a week. They didn't touch it. They didn't do fucking jack shit to it. So I know because I have on the Ford, it comes with a with like an app where you can actually see your car and where it's at. And so I looked at it every day and it never moved. It would just stay fucking parked. So after a week, they said, oh, nothing's wrong with it. We couldn't replicate it. So I was like, okay, fine. Well, at least I have that on record. So that still progressed. That still kept going. It became a constant issue. Not so much. So I just dealt with it. I was all right, fine. I'm just going to deal with it. That was problem number one. Problem number two came in at 30,000 miles when I got my lifter tick, which was a very, very bad, obnoxious fucking lifter tick. Or I don't even know what it tick. Well, if it's a lifter tick or I don't know. It was ticking. It was super loud. So I'm like, all right. I looked it up. Most people say the ticking is normal. But so I was like, all right, fine. I'm gonna deal with that. I did take it in. They did the same thing. Nothing ever happened. All right, this is 30,000 miles. 30,000 miles in. I technically daily this car, so I daily it a lot. I do it to work, to school, all highway miles. So of course, it's gonna get some miles pretty relatively quick. So this was almost half a year in. So I'm gonna sit down here. Half a year in, I 30,000 miles. I get the ticking. So I was like, I took it in. They did the same thing, like I said. Anyways, moving on. Everything went fine. 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 45. Perfect. I took this to the track in Sonoma for Race Wars 2020. Was it what? Race Wars 2021? No. What? No, I took it to Race Wars 2021 Sacramento. Took it to Sonoma Race Wars 2022. And took it to SAC Race Wars 2022. Now, 50,000 miles in. I'm like, all right, this is coming to the, where you get the normal, big maintenance changes, like the normal basic maintenance, like transmission and, diff and all that stuff. So I'm like, all right, I'm going to take it in. Went a trip to Monterey and it hit, I would say after that trip and back after working, it hit 55,000 miles. I'm like, all right, my warranty's about coming up. I'm going to check and see if I can get it extended. Before that happened, my check engine light came on, and I'm like, oh, that's odd. The check engine light came on. That's a bit strange. So I was like, huh, I wonder what that could be. Took it in, went to get an OBD scanner, checked it. It said it's misfiring. I'm like, okay, misfiring. That's a bit odd. All right, so maybe the spark plugs need to be changed. Changed the spark plugs, nothing. Still gave the problem. The guy's like, you know what? If it's still under warranty, take it to Ford, have them deal with it. All right, fine. Took it into one shop to Ford one time. And they said, well, we can't replicate the problem. The problem seems to, yes, I didn't know. Oh, well. We can't replicate the problem. So it's fine. So I was like, okay, I'll take it back. They said, if the problem comes back, bring it back, and we'll fix it. Took it back that same day, got on the highway, floored it. And here's the thing though, the misfire only happened between 6 and 7,000 RPMs. So whenever it shifted at that high RPM, it would basically misfire. So as soon as they gave it back to me, went on the highway, floored it, came back on again. I was like, cool. Brought it back. I was like, hey guys, it's on again. Fix it. And that became a whole fucking headache. Oh God. So took it in, and they were like, well, we can't replicate the problem. We're going to replace the spark plugs and the coil packs and the ignition and see if that fixes it. You will have to pay for the rental. You will have to pay for those repairs because those are basic maintenance. Well, actually, revert. Go backwards. Go back. I brought it in, and they still couldn't figure it out. And they said, well, what we recommend is an additive that we put in, and it clears up the engine or whatever, the carbon or whatnot. And they said, we can do that, or we can recommend you to take you to another shop that may be able to fix it. Basically, they didn't want to even touch it. So I'm like, no, like, it's under warranty. You're going to find out what's wrong with it. So they're like, okay. Came to pick it up. When I came to pick it up, because they were telling me, they kept giving me the runaround, and they said nothing's wrong with it, this and that. And I was coming to a point where I was like, you know what? I have 5,000 miles on it. I can't get an extended warranty on it. I'm going to just drive it till something catastrophic happens. And I just take it as, A, the engine blew up. A, this broke, fix it. Now you have to fix it because it's still under warranty. So I go pick it up. On my way to pick it up, I get to the office, and the tech guy's like, actually, we're going to perform one more thing on it. So actually keep the rental for another week, and we'll see what happens. And I was like, all right, fine, keep the car. I'll leave. I was aiming to pick up my car, but I guess I'm not picking up my car today. Change the spark plugs, ignition, and coil packs or whatever, and they basically said I would have to pay for that, including the rental, but they were going to see if the warranty would fix it. Keep in mind, at the time, I was in contact with the Ford corporate line, so like the corporate technical support, or like their own tech guy. And I was trying to see if they can put some input into that and figure out what's going on, and see if they can cover everything under warranty and actually dive deeper into the car while this was going on. So they contact me, and then they were going to they're going to compensate me 45,000 miles of free service, including a reimbursement for the car payment, including any warranty, obviously the warranty, as for me keeping the car for so long. So that was all taking place while we were trying to fix the car. They finally finished putting on the new coil packs and spark plugs, even though I had replaced the spark plugs. But I'm not gonna tell them that, because it's like, why would I tell you guys I changed the spark plugs when you're gonna change the spark plugs again? So I didn't say anything. So went ahead, they fixed that. They contacted me, and they said, well, we changed the spark plugs and the coils and ignitions and everything like that, and the problem is still going on. So we are going to see what's driving in. We're in contact with the tech guy, and we're going to run a few tests. I also happened to talk to the mechanic who was working on the car, and I told him it only misfires between 6 and 7,000 RPMs. They kept relaying the information to him that it only happens when you hit 88 miles an hour, and they did not want to test it because apparently, obviously for legal reasons, they can't hit the speed limit. They can't go over the speed limit. But I said, no, speed has nothing to do with it. It's basically high RPMs. It doesn't, you can put it on a jack, you can lift it up and rev it to the max RPMs, and it's going to misfire. It doesn't matter how, if it's on what speed it's going to, as long as you could be in third gear going 40 miles an hour. And if you floor it from 40 trying to do a pull, it's going to misfire. So they're like, oh, okay, cool, that's good to know. Apparently they weren't telling him that, so he was like, okay, I'm gonna take a look at that. Finally, after they replaced it, the spark plugs and everything, they said, oh, it's still, it's still acting up. We're in contact with the support and we'll let you know tomorrow. So next day comes around and they contact me and say, hey, so good news and somewhat bad news. We're gonna keep the car for another week or two. Keep in mind, I'm already a month in to having the car already basically at the shop. We're gonna keep it for a month. No, but they're not gonna keep it for a month. We're gonna keep it for like a week or two. But the Ford Tech guy said that apparently cylinder, no, it wasn't cylinder, it was valve 2. I have the paperwork too. I can actually show you that. So actually, I don't think I can, or should I? I'm actually gonna cover some of this information here. So here, I'll just put it up here for you guys can take a look. So that was what, I'm gonna cover that, thank you. That was basically, so you guys can pause that. So I'm not sure if this was the second one or this was the first part they did. So that was all the parts and labor. And then you have the part where they were, I'm gonna cover that. I don't want you guys to get my VIN. So yeah, basically, they're like, well, we got good news and bad news. We're gonna keep the car for about a week or two, maybe 3. But the tech guy said that valve 2 is sticking. So instead of replacing that part and taking it apart, clearing, fixing it, and and fixing just that one little section, we're gonna replace your tire engine. And I'm like, oh, what? My initial reaction to it was, what? And he's like, yeah, I hate doing this. You're basically gonna get a brand new engine. So as you can see, everything's so shiny. Everything's been marked as new. So they basically put a brand new fucking engine in a car that's 2021, a 2021 Mustang bought in the year, no, a 2020 Mustang bought in the year of 2021 with 55,000 miles on it, had to get a brand new engine. 0 miles, basically like I'm getting a brand new car, but 0 miles. So I've read on some forums that some people have experienced this type of issue where their engine has to be replaced. And keep in mind, everything was under warranty. Everything was completely under fucking warranty, which was fantastic, because I would have been $15K in debt along with my car, because I'm still doing payments on this thing while it's still being, replaced. But no, everything was covered under warranty. They say, keep the rental. We're not going to charge you for the rental. We're not going to charge you for the previous repairs. Everything's going to be covered under fucking warranty. So yeah, 2020 Mustang, only had it for, I want to say, I've only had this car for a year, a good solid year. I bought the car in February, the end of February of 2021. I've had the car for about, I would say, let's see, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October. So about a year and 7 months, year and 8 months. Not that long. Like, not even fucking, this car is still fucking, it's still a year and a half old. With only 56 now, 55,000 miles. And they had to replace the engine. But yeah, that is my experience and my year. So I see a lot of videos And I don't see a lot of videos of people having misfires on their car. I looked up so many places on YouTube, Google, like, is this like a rare thing, or is like a hidden miss with these cars? But I couldn't find nothing. I couldn't find absolutely nothing on the issue I was having. And I think the code was P300, which is random misfire, which is not necessarily specifically saying which valve is sticking. It's just random. But when I did take it to get the spark plugs fixed the first time it started happening, the guy kept switching around the spark plugs around and seeing which one was actually misfiring. And I think valve 2 was the one that was misfiring the most. Like, he will switch them out and then it will stop, and he will switch it back, and cylinder and valve 2 will be misfiring. I think it was valve 2 or cylinder 2. I don't quite remember. But anyways, for those of you who want to know if you guys are going to get a Mustang, just be careful. Like I said, the car was bought brand new. There was no way for me to tell this was going to happen, you know, and, you know, what exactly was going to happen when I bought the car. But, like, the car had only 42,000, had only 42 miles on it. I can bring the paperwork if you guys want to know, but the car only has 55, so it can't have to be 42. But yeah, brand new car, bought straight from the lot. You know, problems from the start towards all the way to 55,000 miles, you know, needs an engine replacement, which is, you know, fucking dandy. But, you know, luckily warranty covered it, which is, I recommend if you guys are going to buy one of these cars, get the fucking extended warranty. Get the warranty that covers, so whenever your bumper to bumper warranty expires, you have, so what I got is basically, I have the bumper to bumper warranty, which is 30,000 miles or 2 years. And then you have your powertrain warranty, which is 60 miles to 5 years. I got, which is whenever the bumper to bumper warranty expires, the other warranty, the powertrain warranty, will also cover the bumper to bumper. So I think it was like, I forgot what it's called, but it's like it covers both. So whenever the bumper to bumper expires, the powertrain will also cover the bumper to bumper warranty. Luckily, I got that, and luckily it hadn't expired. Luckily, I was still 5,000 miles away from my warranty expiring, which I am still going to get that extended warranty. See, if you buy one of these cars, get in contact and see if you can get an extended warranty once, you know, you're coming close to that time. I believe they do offer where you can do like in payments, like a monthly installment, like insurance type thing, where you buy it and you don't have to pay it all at once, and you can just do monthly payments like a $50, $60, $80 for that extended warranty, because you never know, you may need it. You know, you may not have problems at 55, but you may have it like at 70, and oh shit, your warranty ran out, and now you gotta fucking dish out $15,000 to replace the engine. Because I did ask the guy, hey, how much does this normally cost? And he's like, it costs about, you know, 15 grand. And I was like, holy shit. But yeah, that is my 1 year experience with this car. And don't get me wrong, I fucking love this car. I was not gonna fucking give up on getting rid of this car. People were telling me, you know, oh, you should sell it, or just get rid of it, or, you know, wait till it explodes, or, you know, wait till it blows up, and, you know, or see if you can file for a lemon. Also, yeah, keep in mind that I'm also doing that too. I'm seeing if I can get a cash and keep thing, or I'm filing the car as a lemon, but I keep the car and then I get a cash settlements. But that's something entirely different. I don't think I can even talk about that, but it's a cash and keep basically. But yeah, but like I said, don't get me wrong, I fucking love this car. I love this car to fucking death. I've always wanted a Mustang. I mean, I wanted a Corvette, but, you know, I couldn't afford the 60, 70 grand that they were overcharging for, you know, a Corvette with only like 30,000 miles on it. But God, is this car pretty. But yeah, but like I said, I wasn't gonna give up on this car. This is my baby right here. This is my fucking baby. And hey, you gotta keep, sometimes you gotta keep being persistent. Sometimes you gotta keep pushing. Sometimes you gotta keep asking, keep going, see what else you can do. You know, if they're telling you no, see what else you can ask. Maybe call the main boss, call the corporate. Because in the long run, after a fucking month of headaches and dealing with them, I got my car back with a brand new engine in it. And I can still get an extended warranty on it. Now I just gotta, you know, break it in 5,000 miles, which is gonna be a pain because I just got it back right now. And it's like, I wanna floor it. But at the same time, if I floor it, I'm gonna fuck something up, and it's like, oh, I'm gonna be back in the same boat where it's like, guys, it broke again. And I don't wanna go back there. I really don't. I feel like they hate me. I've gone there so many times. They see my face so many times. I walk in, they know who I am. I even had some of the employees there be like, oh, you're the one with the Mustang who's getting the engine fix. I'm like, oh, great, yeah. I hope I'm not known for, you know, bad reasons, but, you know, hey, that's what warranty is for, which I don't get why they were so fucking hard and it took so long for them to actually do something about it, especially if the car's under warranty. But, you know, I guess that's Ford for you, you know. If you don't want to deal with the headaches, I say you go Camaro. Get a Camaro. Don't go for it if you're trying to avoid headaches and you're trying to avoid, you know, stress, unneeded stress. Maybe go Camaro. But yeah, that's pretty much all. First YouTube video, I guess. I don't know what I'm gonna call this. I'm gonna call it, I think, my experience or owning a Mustang 1 year later, or my Mustang has problems 1 year later, a year later. I don't know. I'll see what I come up with. But anyways, thank you all for watching. Peace out. I don't know what the next video is going to be. The YouTube channel is probably going to get started. I'm probably going to post a lot of my stuff I have. I do photography. I do video shoots. I go to all the racing and drift events. I do a lot of stuff, honestly. So be prepared to see a lot more content with the car, with other people, with my car club. So, you know, stay tuned. Stay tuned for more. Stay tuned for more. This is the first. This is the first of probably many videos with the Mustang, without the Mustang, you know, bikes, you know, races, photography, you know, random vlogs. Because I like to post them a lot. I'm mostly on Instagram, but I'm gonna start posting them here on YouTube as well. But yeah, again, guys, if you haven't already, go follow me. Give me a follow. Also follow me on Instagram, Snapchat. What else do I got? I think that's it. Instagram and Snapchat Instagram and Snapchat is the most things I post, but mostly Instagram. I post a lot of shit on Instagram, so go ahead and follow me. Give me a follow. But anyways, y'all, I'm gonna get out of here. I'm gonna drive home. I'm fucking hungry. I just got off work. Just got the car. I couldn't wait. They called me. I was like, hey, your car's ready. I was like, oh yeah, my boss, can I dip? Can I dip? I want to go get my car. Even he knew the problems I was going on with my car. And he's like, yeah, go for it. And I was like, oh, sweet. So rushed over here, picked up the car. Probably gonna grab something to eat. I don't know, get some gas. This car needs some gas. It's low on gas. And I don't know, just maybe drive around. I haven't driven this car in a good fucking month. So, golly, is it gorgeous. Anyways, y'all, peace out. Bye.